The next exercise we're going to cover is the box squat. Now the box squat is a fantastic tool to use, not only to help develop strength within the hips and the legs, but also to help groove a better hip pattern for hip extension. When you consider the dynamics of running and the involvement of the posterior chain, basically, in this case, I'm going to refer to the hips and the glutes, the hamstrings and the glutes. Your hamstrings are basically serve two functions. Most of us know that, yes, they bend the knee, but they will also extend the hip, helping propel us forward, which is a predominant function within running. A lot of the knee flexion that's present is more of a reflexive nature. However, when one is in the gym, you see there's a tendency for people to overdo knee flexion exercises such as hamstring curls and not enough hip extension exercises. Now these hip extension exercises can take the look of any type of variation of a squat or deadlift, as well as things like good mornings, lunges, step ups, pull throughs, kettlebell swings, hyperextensions, reverse hypers, and so on. But if we're going to go with a low-tech solution that anyone can do essentially anywhere, as long as they have a chair available to them, is the box squat. The box squat's nice because it gives us a target to shoot for, and we can change the height of it appropriately to help meet an individual where they're at and help them be successful. In this case, I'm going to use this bench here, and standing in front of it, it's going to be really no different than sitting down into a chair. We want to set our feet and our hips appropriately. You can reference some of the videos we've done earlier, go back to when we talked about the feet and the single leg balance exercises from earlier. But from this position, we'll want to kick our hips back. That's where the initiate moves from. We're going to kick the hips back rather than just sit straight down at the knees. The hips come back, and then we go down to the bench, touch, and then we're up. This is something that can be performed for repetition. I tend to see it to encourage runners, especially in the competitive season, to do lower repetition to avoid excessive muscle soreness. If you have access to weights, you can do this in a goblet style hold with a kettlebell or a dumbbell by simply holding that implement in front of you to help counterbalance you, create a little bit of more activation through the torso and some of your abdominal musculature. And from here, we'll simply perform the same thing. We'll stabilize and brace through abdominals, get our feet set, kick the hips back, down to the bench, and then back up.